In the boxing ring, Jaron Boots Ennis displays power, size, and athletic ability, right? But we want to see him do that against elite fighters. As Keith Thurman says to Boots Ennis, who do you want to fight? Do you want to fight champs or chumps? And that's the biggest criticism of Jaron Boots Ennis. It seems like him and his team shy away from the biggest fights, the biggest moments. I mean, the best fighter out of his 34 fights has been Karan Jukachan. Karan Jukachan has given Boots the biggest challenge. And maybe Karan Jukachan's underrated. I think he's underrated. But Karan Jukachan is not an elite fighter, and he gave Boots problems. So in the Boxing Voice, Nestor Gibbs and the crew asked Turki Alalshikh, why isn't Boots Ennis in Riyadh season? And he gives us an answer. I don't own the rights to this content. It's for educational purposes only. Let's listen to Turki Alalshikh's answer.
As Ennis, this is the first time between me and he doing business. He asked to go to 154 and have tune-up fight first. I am not charity. Go do it with Eddie, the tune-up fight. And if you're ready, you will have in my side a lot of people waiting for you.
Boots didn't want Timo. Boots doesn't want Ortiz. Hey, Boots, what do you want? Yo, hold up. Champion. Hey, champ. Champ. Who do you want? You want champs or you want chumps? But someone told me the other day that he was saying he wants to move up and get 2 tune-ups? Undefeated champion getting tune-ups? But you want to come up, and then you don't want champs? You want chumps? You want tune-ups? I'm confused, man.
You know, Boots has had a lot of big fights in his radar, and they've all been turned down. It goes all the way back to the BOK Prime when Terrence Crawford and BOK Prime tried to get Boots in the ring, and they made all kinds of excuses and they didn't get in the ring, right? Even Bozy Ennis admitted to that. And then he was offered the Virgil Ortiz fight twice and turned it down. And not to mention Teofimo Lopez challenged him, and he turned that down. So what does Boots want to do? That's the big question of the boxing world. What is he going to do? When are we going to see this guy in there with a top-notch opponent? And the Boots apologists will say, well, Virgil Ortiz had 2 tune-ups at 154, but Virgil Ortiz was inactive for like a year and a half, 2 years, due to health problems. Boots Ennis has been an active champion. He moved up a weight class, so I can understand 1 tune-up. But that tune-up to me should be a Keith Thurman. And you know, Keith Thurman was one of the names that Boots Ennis was calling out at 147 when he was with Showtime. And I said this before. I said if Jaron Boots Ennis moved to 154 and he wants a tune-up fight before Virgil Ortiz, then he should fight Keith Thurman. So now, it doesn't even seem like he wants that fight. Now, no one's questioning Jaron Boots Ennis, his talent in the ring, because it looks like he's very talented. We want to see him tested against better fighters. Because right now, from where I'm sitting, it seems like Jaron Boots Ennis is ducking the smoke like a Tank Davis. The dude is 34-0 when his toughest fight is an underrated Karan Jukachan, and his most notable win is against Stanionis, the fighter that comes forward, not really proven, doesn't have much power, and is tailor-made for Boots. Not much of a challenge, but he was a champion. But anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. What do you think about Turki Alalshikh and Keith Thurman's response to Boots wanting tune-ups instead of big fights? Beezy, I'm gone.